All right, so today is day 125 or 124. I'm not too sure. I think it may be 124. But anyways, it's currently a Sunday. I did not go to church today. We woke up and I have a family member, kind of, as I talked about yesterday, that is over here. His name's Cade, and he's in my brother's room, which is like literally right across over there. And for whatever reason, my family decided we're not going to church today, so didn't go. But I did end up getting the radiology classes for college pretty much finished. And today I have a quiz. I don't know if it's 7 questions or if it's going to be 30 questions, but I have a quiz today. Today's Sunday, and it's honor lock, so I'm going to need to be on honor lock at some point today. My parents and my whole family pretty much don't know about Cade, but I'm pretty sure that they're going to be out around 3 or 4 to go watch the Michael Jackson movie that I ended up watching yesterday. So I'm probably going to be alone in the house for a while. And man, to talk about my issues recently with this whole thing, it's like I know what I need to do, and I go to sleep knowing what I need to do, and I go to sleep knowing that I'm too tired to do what I need to do, and that I need to go to bed. But I'm like, I just want to do it so bad, and then I wake up, and then I don't really want to do it, and then when I force myself to do it, it's just so draining, because it's not like building anything, it's just like putting energy into something that's not giving any energy out, you know what I'm saying? And it's just not building the app. It's not marketing it with paid ads. It's not marketing it with influencers. It's just straight up like hell, honestly. Like formulating slideshows, I realize like the pictures in the slideshows, like it's not a video you have to formulate. It's like just a few images you put in order. But like organizing the text on screen and making anywhere from 15 to like 30 in a day across like every single consecutive day is very, very hard in my opinion. You can make them easier. You can use 4 slides in every slideshow and put, a piece of text that only has 4 words in it on every slide. But, like, I don't know if that can slide nowadays. Like, I don't know if it's really worth it to be doing that. And then on top of that, like, I just made 5 drafts for one of my accounts, and it drained me so much. And I need to now do that for another 5 accounts. And then on top of that, I haven't even reached the other concept accounts that have to do with the green workout guy. And I was downstairs, and I'm just trying to find a spot to lay down and sit down because, like, I want a spot to lay down. Like, if I'm sitting, I get uncomfortable, like, my back starts to hurt, whatever, my neck starts to hurt because I'm sitting for so long in one position. Like, I'm on a stool or, I'm on my beanbag. I mean, my beanbag I can lay down, so it's cool. But basically, like, I was trying to find a good spot downstairs because when I'm up in my room, I tend to, like, the only spot I really have is my bed. And when I am in my bed, I tend to, get tired or after a while of working, get bored and want to go downstairs and want to go see what food's downstairs or what people are downstairs. And so I feel like just involving myself in what is already going on downstairs allows me to work without, any sort of stoppage. And on top of that, like when I go to the couch, I can get what I'm asking. When I go outside, it's really what I want, but it's not really what ends up working out best because it's kind of cold. And then when it's not cold, it's really hot. And it's like, okay, well, I can put on some sweats and a hoodie. All right, cool. Well, like there's still like the element of like a little bit of pollen and bugs. And then on top of that, like, you can't even really see your laptop screen or your phone screen very well. And so I'm like, all right, well, the only other options I have is kind of like the garage, which everybody's kind of in, and then the living room, which also everybody's kind of in. And so it's like, what do I even do? And again and again and again, I always kind of funnel back to my room. And I think what I've realized is like my room is the best spot. Like it's really a safe spot. I can make it comfortable. One second. My brother just came in asking for some like dating advice basically because he just talked to this girl. Anyways, it's been like probably like 45 minutes, I swear, since that last clip, but I've been in my bed the whole time and before I came up here, I made some food, so I just ate that. But also, my brother came in and had to talk about this with me, and then my mom came in and she was talking about we're gonna go to the movie, and so I'm pretty sure everybody's out of the house at this point. I'm not for sure, but I know that my main family left, so yeah, should be the only one here. But anyways, I was talking about my room and just like places, and again and again and again, I come back to my room and I know it's a safe space, right? Like I have the comfortability of being able to lay down, be super comfortable, in whatever way I want to. And I have like all of this space to myself. I have a TV for myself. I have speakers for myself. I can close the curtains and make it kind of, nice and mellow in here. I have a speaker. I can put on my headphones. Like I'm just secluded by myself. And it's nice, right? I obviously don't get the aspect of having like sunlight and being around and, in a space that everybody else is active in. And in a way, I do get the urge to go downstairs and like kind of see what else is going on. And it feels a little bit depressing in my room, but if I can turn on my TV and, I can watch, or I can have some sort of YouTube video running in the background, or I can have, some music playing in my headphones while I'm working, that's perfect for me. So, yeah, I think I've came to realization that like, instead of trying to go down to the garage or trying to go to, anywhere else in my house, my room's probably the best spot. I just kind of have to make it comfortable for myself. So yeah, that's kind of something I feel like I've learned. Also, I don't know if I brought I did bring my journal up here. I haven't journaled in a while. Like I haven't journaled in a good, like almost probably 2 weeks, if I'm being honest. And every time I try to manifest, use the law of attraction and visualize, I can't think of anything. I can't think. Like I literally, my mind self-sabotages itself. Like I literally tell myself like, okay, I'll try to visualize a version of myself that like has it, like what would I look like, what does it do? Like what do I really desire? And then in my mind, when I'm trying to forcefully think these thoughts, my mind gets in the way and is like like just creating like noise to like silence out any thoughts that I'm trying to physically create, or not physically create, but just create in general. And it just makes it really hard. And so I feel like I literally need to write something down on paper in person or talk to you guys. And I feel like talking into the camera has a sense of relevancy, but like writing something down in the physical world has even more of a form of relevancy, because it's like you're really putting it out there, by speaking it into a phone, and just speaking it in a room that just really is by yourself. You don't get that you get when you write something down on a piece of paper. And so I brought my journal up and I plan on asking myself these questions and using, this method to pull out my passion for what I'm doing, because in the game of organic marketing, you're just not going to find any enjoyment in it, straight up. You're going to be making videos and you're going to be like happy at first, like, all right, yeah, let's make them. And then you're going to post them. They're going to get 0 views and you're going to acknowledge that. And then you're going to be asked by yourself to like make 30 videos a day, every day for like 7 days every week. And you're just going to be drained and you're going to see no results. And when you have no results, I'm telling you right now, the only way to get like passion back, or to have the work ethic that's going to allow you to get what you need to get done, is just by writing stuff down and visualizing yourself already having the success and the results happening, straight up. So as I sit down and as I just think like, oh, I'm just depressed, like I just hate this, I just want to like stop and do something else. Like as I think that to myself, when it comes to making these videos on TikTok, I literally just need to sit down and be like, okay, I need to ask myself why I'm doing this, and I need to give myself the result and the success that is what I'm doing it for in my mind already with a journal. So that's kind of what that's on standby for, but I just don't use it as much as I should. It's like literally probably the best resource I have, which is crazy because I have a phone and a MacBook. but I'm straight up, like, I think the journal is probably the most resourceful tool that you can have, honestly. Anyways, though, I made 5 drafts, like I said, on my one TikTok account. It absolutely drained me. And I feel like I kind of need to have an essence of those, like the TikToks that I was making on that account to kind of go viral. But at the same time, I've seen accounts that like clearly look like they're just like aesthetic, maybe not even real, get, thousands of views. And they just talked about like having a planned slideshow. Basically, like the audio is really sad, and then the first picture was like of them flexing in the mirror, and it's like, okay, like, why is it sad? This isn't normal. And so they would scroll through it, and then at the end of it, there's a sad part, obviously. And so you kind of just need to get people there, and if you post that enough, you can kind of get there. And so I asked myself, like, okay, well, what videos and like what should I be copying? And then I started copying somebody named Locked In that doesn't even do sad videos, and it made me post like videos that were 10 slides long about stuff that I didn't even have pictures for, and it was just annoying. And so instead of doing that, I plan on just saying like, hey, I'm gonna give my effort to making drafts and videos for these other little accounts that have to do with like fake, organic posting, but I'm not going to give much effort. Like, I'm going to make a maximum of like 6 slides of video, no more than 5 things. If not, like 3, 4, 5 things is like the perfect range. And I'm going to try to involve just sadness in it, 4 words in each piece of text for every slide, and not do too much, just make it basic and just change the text up, change the slides up, and call it good. And then as far as everything else, I can just formulate the right slideshows for the 2 accounts that I use for the Green Guy workout videos. And I can make the videos for those and then just post them as drafts. But anyways, so yeah, I feel like I know what I need to get done, and I haven't been doing the sacrifices that I need to recently in order to get what I need to. And it's kind of sad for myself, but also I don't think I would take back anything I did the last 2 days, if I'm being honest. Pinehurst and Michael Jackson were amazing, and I 9 out of 10 times would have gone to both of those, even after experiencing the dread of not getting the work I know I needed to get done. So I want to try to get as much work as I can done today, but I know my girlfriend still wants to hang out. I know I have a college quiz. Don't know how long it is, so I need to get that figured out. And then tomorrow's Monday. Don't have work tomorrow, but regardless, still need to think about, being productive in general. I do not want to let this, evening, afternoon, morning slip away from me, and then just get caught at night at like 2 a.m. thinking, oh, I need to get more drafts done or more of this done or more of that done, and I didn't get enough done during the day. So I'm going to use this opportunity with my parents gone, with nobody here in the house, to probably put on some random video on YouTube, put on my headphones, like have one ear slightly off, like turn the music down to like 25%, maybe 15%, and then have my homework on the corner on my laptop over here going. And then on my phone, have Bluetooth off so it doesn't get connected. And then I'm going to go through all the first like fake character accounts first and just like make drafts for sad slideshows that still promote the app in a good way, and then make the drafts for all of them. And then eventually I'll get to the point where I'm taking the previews, making individual images for the previews, and then uploading drafts for the slideshows to those 2 accounts. And then I don't know about by tomorrow, but I think I want to post like only 3 videos a day for every account, because like 2 more videos a day on every account is not going to make a huge difference. Like I should still see a pretty big jump or impact in 3 videos a day on every account compared to 5. I realize that 2 times 6 is 12. That's 12 more videos every day, and obviously that's a lot more than 3 times 6, which is 18. It's almost double the number, but still, I feel like 18, like from 0 to 18, should still be a big enough difference to like realize something's changing. And I think it allows me as a single person, with all the other stuff that I have going on in my life, to like be able to make that happen. Because if I'm posting 5 videos a day on every account, at some point, like, I'm going to run out of videos. I'm going to be in the point where I'm stressed again, like I am right now, to make a ton more videos in my spare time. So, like I said, that's everything I'm going to do. And I'm going to get to the point where I'm just making simple videos. And then I'm going to get to the point where I'm starting to do the little slideshow videos about the green guy. And then I'm going to hopefully at the end of the day have, 5 drafts at least on every single account, including the green guy accounts. And then I'm going to try to make even more across all the accounts, maybe more on one account than another. And then I'm going to do the laws of attraction, manifestation with the journal. And then I'll probably end up doing my college quiz, seeing my girlfriend. The night will go by. Monday morning will happen. I'll post my 3 videos on every account throughout the day while making more videos to go with the other videos. And then I'll do more manifestation, and I'll continue to do my homework. And yeah, so I'll update you guys a little bit later when I hopefully have almost all of my drafts made, doing some homework, watching the YouTube video, and yeah, so peace out. All right, so I am in the garage, right? I was up in my room not that long ago. Beep the hair real quick here. It's looking really good. Look at it, like the roots, bro. It's looking good. Anyways, I'll put some stuff in my hair because I'm probably going to go over to my girlfriend's house here in a minute. So what happened was, it's Sunday, right? My girlfriend wanted to hang out from church, but I obviously didn't go to church today like I told y'all. So it's like 7 o'clock right now. Not even, like 6:30, honestly. And it feels good outside, but she wants me to come over. They're about to have dinner, and I'm hungry. I've tried to eat literally everything I can here, and I don't want to go out to buy food because I've done that the last like 2 nights, and then I don't want to spend any more money because I don't have a lot of money to work with here. And so, yeah, basically I need to go over and go to her house because my parents are gone. Everybody else is gone. My mom is not going to give me food. There's no food here. I've eaten everything I can eat here. They're making dinner. Might as well catch the back half of it. And I have a headache, and I think that the food will fix it. So I ended up getting 3 accounts pretty much fully filled with 5 drafts each that are pretty good. And I was working on the 4th account, and then I'll work on the 5th account while I'm there as well. So I have 2 accounts to refill. Currently, I guess 9 slideshows in total. And then once I get to that point, I can start thinking about doing extra on top of every 5 for every account. But regardless, 5 accounts, no. Technically, it's only 4 accounts. 4 accounts, 5 drafts each, that's 20 slideshows made, right? And I'm only going to post 3 every day. So I have a backup 2 for every single account, just in case I don't end up making some tomorrow or a day gets skipped. It's easy to make just another 1 and we're good. So I'm going to try to fill them up throughout the rest of the day. But one of the biggest things I need to check on today, which I haven't checked on, is I'm going to go upstairs, I'm going to check on it. ISU, my college class, I have a test today, a quiz today that is honor lock. I already told y'all about it. It's either 7 questions or 50 questions. And I want to be ready for it. I want to be prepared for it. Today's a Sunday, so I'm probably going to be home at like 10:30. So once I get home, take a shower, relax, watch the videos I need to, go on to honor lock, have the phone charged, have the laptop charged, go through all the questions. It's not going to be hard. There's no situation tonight where that ends up being an issue, but just the fact that I have that ahead of me and it's not done is like a little bit of an unnerving like thought for myself. So regardless though, I'm about to probably go upstairs. Well, first of all, take some Tylenol because I got that headache. Then go upstairs, get my laptop, check the ISU, bring it downstairs, and then have a laptop, journal, probably get a pen, phone, MacBook, and my drink, and head over there, meet them for dinner, do some work, and then leave, and then come back, do my college quiz, and chill. So, yeah. Just an update. Peace out. All right, well, this is the last clip of day 124. I'm pretty sure it's day 124. And, man, today was Sunday. I didn't go to church like I told y'all. And, everything, but it was a good day. Honestly, I think that it was the closest day that I've had in a minute to turning chapters and turning pages. So to give context, how this whole organic marketing thing has gone. So first of all, I didn't put an end to paid influencers until the 15th of April. Mind you, at the beginning of April, I told myself that I was going to start organic marketing, and that by the end of April, a month from then, that I would have $1,500 in revenue and over 1,000 app downloads. Back then, I had just under 500 downloads, and I had right around $500 in revenue. Since then, I fired all the people that were working for me as far as influencers go, because they were unprofitable anyways. And I cut back on work, and I did that around the 15th. So I didn't really even start doing the whole organic stuff till the 15th. Also, at the beginning of the 15th, I had no idea what I was getting into. I started posting videos inconsistently on the Christian archery method across like only a handful of accounts, maybe like 3 or 4. And then eventually I ended up expanding the accounts. I ended up using Banana Pro to get many images out of one individual character so that I could play my own character instead of copying somebody else's. And their images looked really good, and I was using the images, and I hadn't got a video to do really, really well yet. And on top of that, for all the videos that I've posted, which is, probably at least 100 or 200 by now with that new character, I have barely gotten any direct app downloads from that strategy. Like, I did the math, and on average, like when I'm not even like posting any videos in a single day, I get around 7 app downloads regardless. So the fact that on days that I'm, posting 20 plus videos, giving a lot of effort to this, that I am, not even crossing over the 10 download mark is kind of hard to fathom and just continue to work through, So I understand now that it is very, very intricate how you organically market an app. You can't make it look like an ad. The key to it is being organic and authentic. You need to feel like you are putting somebody on, right? Like you are just another person making content, and you just so happen to be like giving a valuable piece of information or advice to another person. And it's not that you're being paid or that you're trying to promote the app. You just naturally think it's a good product and you're putting people onto it. That's how it needs to feel. In order for it to feel that way, it needs to be very subtle, but it needs to be like attention grabbing. It needs to be shocking. It needs to be like almost unbelievable what you're telling people, right? It can't be like a whole paragraph telling people like, you need to track this, that, and this is what this app does, this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, It has to be straight up like track all your metrics and then show the individual app and everything that it is doing on that page, and then do a little underline with the captions and say Calorie Simple is the best app, and just subtly move on to the next thing, right? Because I think there's definitely better ways to do that too. I don't think that the best way is, to plug it that way. I feel like I could say more on that page, or at least show more in a specific way. Maybe there's a different app page. Maybe there's a different, angle that I could play to have a higher conversion rate that way. And I'm sure even the type of slides that I'm posting, the type of content in the concept that I'm using could be formulated in a different way to get me a higher conversion rate and to make this work out the best it can for me with the views I'm currently getting. But I ended up towards like the end of April, which is now, it's May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Anyways, I think the Star Wars movie is coming out soon. I don't even know. Anyways, we reached the end of April, and I started to think, like, I started scrolling on TikTok, because I'm warming up my accounts. I'm just testing them. I'm trying to find viral concepts. And I scroll across this, like, workout dude videos, right? The guy that's, like, a fake character animation, and he just teaches people about workouts and splits. And these videos get, thousands of views. Like, on average, in 3 videos, he probably, gets, like, 100,000 views, like maybe 50,000 views a video. And he doesn't get very many comments. He doesn't get more than like 10 comments on an average video, but he's getting, hundreds of likes and obviously thousands of views. And I could imagine that if he's getting thousands of views and his engagement is low, his watch time is probably high. And so if he's getting people to scroll through all the slides that he has, and also, by the way, the person that I was thinking about is promoting an app, I'm assuming that whatever they're doing is obviously working. And so that's what I try to do. I said, hey, instead of, telling people to do certain workout splits or doing this or doing that, I'm going to teach people about muscle building. I'm going to teach people about the gym, like in every single way possible. I'm going to teach them about their health, what micronutrients they could use to boost this thing, or what resources to use to do this or that, or how to think about building muscle and tearing microfibers and doing this and doing that, and teaching that type of information to my target audience. And I believe that if I do that in a way that is simple, that is attention grabbing, that is attention retaining, and I position the app at the end of the slideshow in a way that feels like the obvious next step, the people are going to naturally grab onto the idea, and it's going to be an even higher conversion rate. And so I have kind of recently started to adopt that. I ended up buying a $100 ChatGPT subscription in order to make a lot of app downloads, and or in order to make a lot of images. And so I kind of need to get to using that because I've only made so many images so far, and I might as well get as much as I can out of it every month. But regardless, I'm starting to really narrow in on what I'm looking for in every one of these slideshows, and being consistent with the videos I'm making. And I think that these things could really come out good. And it's only till recently that I actually, in the last 2 or 3 weeks, that I've kind of started to bring the law of attraction, manifestation, whatever you want to call it, into my life again. I have this journal over here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's 140 pages in it, and I've only written in a fifth of the pages, and I've used it for quite a while now. And I don't even it's not even necessary to look back at any of the things that I've written, because it's all kind of just affirmations. It's just telling myself something that, and it's not valuable tips and information that I would go back on to learn. It's just kind of writing to write and put it into the physical world. And so, yeah, and I never thought it was I was very, very important on it, and it was a big thing for me 2 or 3 weeks ago. But as soon as I started switching from paid influencers to organic, I honestly completely lost that. I didn't do any of that. And in between, when I was taking breaks from posting and making drafts instead, or changing concepts, or evaluating ideas, or there was different expectations of me, or different things that I was doing outside of business work, I just never gravitated towards it really anymore. It was a natural fallout with manifestation. And then I was watching TikTok, not on entertainment wise, but every now and again an entertainment video pops up, and it was Conor McGregor walking down or driving down LA, and a Hollywood Walk of Fame was on the sidewalk, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, that's so cool." And he's like, I don't care about that. People that care about that are crazy. And he says that I'm the best. His type of manifestation and belief in himself is so admirable. And he was apparently locking himself in apartments, just like many other people, like Julian Petrulis and his billionaire friend, for months at a time, in order to isolate himself so that he could control his mind and not be distracted by outside things. And I notice again and again and again that I am distracted by these outside things. And today, this Sunday, has been the first day in a long time for me that I have been, in my mind, undistracted, and that if I was in this state for long enough, I'd naturally gravitate to doing the work I know I would need to do in order to get to where I want to be sooner. And if I could do it right now, if it was a reasonable thing to do, I would really, really want to isolate myself as much as possible. The fact that I'm already doing online homework for school is very, very good. But like, I'm living in a house with like 5, 6 other people right now. And, I still have a girlfriend of 2 years that she wants to hang out every weekend and during the weekdays, taking from whatever time I see her to the end of the day away from me, basically. And then at times, obviously, between my dad and my brothers, we go ahead and we don't want to go to Pinehurst for the first time, where there's a really, really good Michael Jackson movie that just got released, and I'm going to want to see it at some point, and it's the weekend. And so it's just like, those are things that are expectations in a way that are definitely distractions that, like, I'm going to go to. But if I was in a position where, from the moment I woke up to the moment I went to sleep, I was in my room and I was okay with being in my room, like, things would be so different and I would have what I want already. And that's crazy to think about. But also I was looking at Ben Ficciani, and he recorded every day until day 135 is when he kind of stopped documenting every day. But around day 125, I think, or 135 is when he had his first 1K day. And he kind of switched over to paid ads around that time, and that's when he started becoming profitable. And obviously he had his ups and downs, and he was never truly in it from 135, like, and forward. But he definitely had something worth continuing around then, and I think I already have that. But the fact that he kind of stopped giving effort to documenting every day on YouTube around day 135 is interesting to me, considering I'm literally like 10 days from then. But yeah, man, that's kind of when he saw a breakthrough, and I'm really hoping that's when I see something. But I think that manifestation, to give you guys a little bit of an insight, actually, is exactly what I need. This is my journal here. And I'm just going to read this page. I don't really know what I wrote on it, but I think it might be interesting to you guys. So, oh shoot, whatever, I'll read it. My mom is always saying this and that I need to go to do this or that. And I am fully independent. I can go wherever I want, whenever I want. I am the greatest. I am the best. I do what others don't. I plan on giving the inputs every day to make a steady income and move the BUS, I don't know, business, I didn't have an I in there, business forward into the next chapter. And then I had bullet points, make drafts, and post 3 times daily. And then I said people like what they see and are soon entertained or something. They then go to the app and download it, and I make money because it is 1 to 3 purchased a day equals 100 downloads a day ish equals 5K. So that manifestation was me kind of just saying that, if I'm at the point kind of where I want to be, where I'm at least making 5K a month from this business, that I would have on average 3 purchases a day. And to get 3 purchases a day, right now my conversion rate's 3%. I would need about 100 downloads a day. And right now I'm averaging 7. So, and also, by the way, I'd imagine that if I can average 7 downloads without doing any sort of marketing whatsoever, that with a little bit of marketing in the right direction would go a long way, in my opinion. For how many downloads I was averaging every week with the influencer team that I had going on, which is about 100 downloads a day, which is almost double what I'm doing now. But what I'm doing now is not even making much of an influence. And what they were doing then was like 5 videos a day and wasn't even in the best way they could. I believe that with the right effort, with the right input, with the right videos, that I can garner a lot more attention and a lot more downloads. So, yeah. But I think that the current average of 7 is coming from ASL. But anyways, yeah, so in this next week, which is tomorrow's Monday, in this next week, I plan on really using this to my advantage, and trying to keep this journal with me everywhere I go, and understanding that this is the way that I get through, honestly, everything. Like, me putting all the work in that I've ever put in this past 3 weeks without manifesting or using this journal was pointless, honestly, now that I look at it, because I was never going to get to where I wanted to be without doing this, straight up. Like, if I'm not imagining and believing that I'm there, or that I'm truly capable of getting there, then how am I ever going to get there, you know? And that's exactly what I need to do, and this is what's going to allow me to do it. And on top of that, recently, organic content, organic marketing is just painful. You know, seeing the analytics that from every video that you posted during the day that got like 0 views is just draining when you made all those drafts and all those videos and spent so much time doing that. And so to keep you passionate about what you're doing and to keep yourself consistent, manifestation is exactly what you need. And also, I feel like Sunday is the first day in a while that I've had that switch flipped, that change to me that makes me feel like the next thing's right around the corner. And I think that all had to do with the time that I had today and, you know, what I ended up thinking about as far as manifestation. So, I think I'm done with making goals for myself in the future, like buying a Mustang in June, or having $1,500 in revenue by this time, or 1,000 downloads by this time, and instead, more focused on just moving the needle as far as downloads every day goes, and the average for every week. And then on top of that, manifestation to be consistent. Like, at the end of the day, regardless of whatever I do or whatever inputs I give marketing-wise or just even creatively-wise for the business, none of it's going to even matter. None of the inputs matter if I'm not where I need to be mentally. I think that I would be 10 times more productive, honestly, if I didn't even touch the app, the marketing side of anything on the business, if I were to just be writing in my journal all day manifesting. Straight up. And I know that me writing in my journal gives no input to the business, but I think it does it's way more beneficial for me mentally in order to get to where I need to be than wasting my time trying to build something that's never going to work out without manifesting. So, I really don't understand the importance of it, and I don't feel like when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh yeah, it's something I need to do, but it's never something I feel like is that important in my day or in my time. So I don't make time for it until today. So anyways, but today's 120, tomorrow's, I guess today is 125, but tomorrow's 125. And I plan on posting the videos that I made as drafts and making more drafts, and I really plan to hope to not see any of the videos that I posted tomorrow. Like, I'll just post them, don't look at them. I'll come back, I'll have 99 plus notifications on all my accounts, not even look at the number of notifications, not even look at the views on any of the videos, just go close my eyes, go into the drafts, write the descriptions, press post. Close my eyes, press the plus button. Okay, boom, now we're here. Press the photos, organize the thing, save it as a draft. Continue to do that process over and over and over again. I don't want to see a single, video view for 7 days. I want to post videos every single day, 3 videos a day on every account for 7 days and not even know what's going on, what's happened. And then if I can pair that with manifestation and think that all this stuff is going super well for me, oh my gosh, I'm winning. I'm just winning. I truly believe, though, that as long as I keep this manifestation up, that in the next 7 days, I'm gonna have a serious change in direction with this. Things are gonna just magically start to go well. I just believe it. But anyways, as far as tonight goes, it's about 2 a.m. and I don't have any work tomorrow, but my mom wants to wake me up at a certain time because I want to wake myself up at a certain time. So it'll be probably around 9 or 10 a.m. tomorrow, and then I'll wake up. I'll just kind of relax because I don't think I want to post my first video at least until noon, and then I'll post my next video around 5, and I'll post my next video around 8 across all the accounts, and I probably might post them at different times a little bit, And in the meantime, considering I have such big gaps from 11 or from 12 to 5 and from 5 to 8, it allows me to kind of make more and more drafts. And then if I start to get to the point where I have, 20, 30 drafts for every account, I can kind of start to realize that, like, okay, maybe it is worth adding an extra video onto every account every day. Like if I can sustain it, and at this rate, I'm currently adding drafts faster than I'm posting videos every day, then it only makes sense, So, yeah, I wouldn't understand why I wouldn't post videos or be consistent if I have drafts to post. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, tonight I'm probably going to put on some little YouTube video of mine or play some music or something. Maybe do a little bit of manifestation inside of ChatGPT or even in that journal, depending on how I feel. I don't think it's going to affect much when I don't have any work in front of me. I think that the main purpose and benefit of it is to, have work ahead of you and in front of you that you need to do, and you're not passionate about doing it, or you don't think that the inputs that you're putting in are worth anything. But when you go to bed, I don't really believe that the subconscious is really impressed all that much, or that it changes the way you think during the day. So I think that I'm only going to really be doing it right now for the work that I'm going to be doing in the next hour, or in the morning for the work that I'll be doing throughout the rest of the day. But I truly do believe that I need to convince myself, not even convince myself, but just believe that I already have what I want, honestly, in order to get to where I want to be. So, yeah, anyways, that's what I told you all with that. And kind of try to enjoy myself a little bit tonight. Get another drink, maybe fill that ice drink up, text my girlfriend good night. And then I think I have all the snacks and all the food I think I want up here right now, at least. I'll probably turn on that speaker over there and play some white noise. Maybe upload some of these videos I made into CapCut to kind of formulate them together and post them. And the biggest thing is just going to TikTok to make more and more drafts. Oh, bro, what the freak is that? I don't know, there's something on the back of my head that's like hitting the edge of this wood in a certain way. It's weird. That's right there. What the freak is that? I don't even know. It's like just my skin, but it's just hurting. So yeah. Journal, manifest, homework, YouTube, or whatever, and then just make drafts. Use ChatGPT. So yeah, peace out. Day 124.